Was Vegeta stronger than Goku at the beginning of the Android Saga? Now, this has been a long debate, and some people say Vegeta is stronger, some people say Goku is stronger. So we're here to just give you our take on it and review everything. And there is a lot of misconceptions when it comes to this topic, and we're going to go into that. So, as we could see in the Android Saga, when Android 19 and Android 20 shows up, Goku's the first to fight, and he goes Super Saiyan, and you kind of see that he's holding his own against Android 19, but he begins to become super fatigued in their fight, and it becomes so noticeable, and everybody's wondering, like, why is Goku so tired? Until, they start to figure out that the heart virus is taking effect on Goku. And this is definitely, draining his power, and pretty much you could say Goku is being nerfed in this fight. Now, a lot of people say, Vegeta shows up to save Goku in this fight, and he easily defeats Android 19. But at the same time, too, Vegeta does lose a lot of power because he begins to lose power when Android 19 starts to absorb him, and he starts to bluff. And his fight against Android 20, he bluffs and scares him away. When Android 20 is insinuating that he lost a lot of power and he got weaker too. But nonetheless, as we go into a deep dive between these two fights, this is where everything's, we're going to get a lot of our, information and statements from here. Because Piccolo is pretty much insinuating that Vegeta is one of the strongest after they start to fight Android 18 after their release. And they all get defeated, and they're wondering, like, okay, they're trying to, like, push Vegeta over. But let's take it back just a little bit. Now, as we could see, we're going all the way back to the Namek Saga. Now, at this point, Goku, after their fight on Earth with, Goku fight with Vegeta on Earth, and everyone reached Namek at this point. Goku already gets a Sensu Bean, and he's training on the, his spaceship under 100 times normal gravity. And once Goku arrives, at this point, Goku is already far stronger than Vegeta at this point. Vegeta begins to get, a boost as he eats a Sensu Bean after his fight with Raccoon. Now, this pushes Vegeta over the edge, and Vegeta definitely feels a lot more powerful at this point, to the point that he's even, easily taking out Jace and, even having a fight with Frieza at this point. And kind of like, you can kind of say he's tying with, first form Frieza. But Goku ends up getting badly damaged after, his fight with Ginyu, and he's healing up. So as Goku is, released from the chamber, and he's pretty much at this point as strong as, there's a couple percentage of Frieza's final form at this point, which puts him way past Vegeta at this point. Now, there is still, up in the air, did Vegeta receive a Zenkai boost from after he was killed from Frieza after getting badly damaged and he was revived back to life? That's still, kind of up in the air. But we do know that Goku is the strongest at this point because Goku becomes a Super Saiyan. Now, Goku is training for a year after his fight with Frieza and pretty much mastering his Super Saiyan power. Now, in a separate timeline, we don't get to see this. Goku fights King Cold and Frieza and defeats both of them instead of having Future Trunks come to save the day. Now, at this point, everything kind of changes a little bit for those two timelines, of course, because one timeline, they don't know about the androids, and in the current timeline, they do know. So everyone decides to go and train for 3 years. Now, some people say, oh, because Goku was training with Gohan and Piccolo, he wasn't able to train as hard as he wanted to, which that is not the case, because at the end of the day, everyone is training hard because they know about the android is coming, and they want to be just strong enough. If they know that in the timeline that Vegeta and all these people were all taken out, and even, Trunks being a Super Saiyan himself, and even Gohan of that timeline was a Super Saiyan, they couldn't stop the androids. That wouldn't stop Goku from training as hard as he can to stop the androids if he know the androids are still a problem for a character like Trunks, who's a Super Saiyan, who easily just defeated Frieza. But at the same time, Goku did test his strength with just a finger at the same time too. So there's definitely a lot of like other hidden signs that people tend to miss with this at this point. So Goku, knowing that just a regular Super Saiyan probably would not be enough for the androids if Trunks is having trouble with them and he's a Super Saiyan, and just easily defeated Frieza and King Cold the same way Goku did in a separate timeline. So at this point, we're going back to the current and the present of, Vegeta showing up and fighting Android 19. Now, Vegeta at this point, he feels like he achieved the ultimate level, because he always just felt like the Super Saiyan was just the ultimate goal for a Saiyan, and that now that makes him the strongest. Now, we're going to go back and analyze the fight style of Goku and Vegeta. One thing about Goku is that in every fight, Goku never goes all out in the beginning, because he likes to test his opponent, especially if it's a fighter that he hasn't fought before. So seeing that the android shows up, Goku, even though he becomes Super Saiyan, he's still not fighting all out. And of course, if Goku didn't have the heart virus, he could have defeated Android 19 easily, the same way Vegeta had. But at the same time too, Goku liked to test the fighter, and they was not aware of Android 19 being able to absorb energy. So by him doing the Kamehameha, and it got absorbed, that gave 19 more power, which Vegeta was watching this fight. So at the same time, Vegeta is taking notes and pretty much having advantage, because now he understands how the androids fight. And pretty much Vegeta is different from Goku. He's gonna go in and not toy around with his opponent, unless he's like super stronger than them, and he's gonna pretty much maybe if you want to make them suffer, or like how he did with Cell, that would be one thing. But for the most part, Vegeta is going to pretty much not waste his time trying to like test like a warm-up against his opponents. Now Goku, on the other hand, Goku is going to want to do a warm-up with every fight that he does. He did it with Frieza, he did it with Cell, and at this point, Goku didn't really go full power, because like I said, we all know Goku would have been able to defeat Android 19 if he wasn't, being attacked by the heart virus. Now, another thing is, like I said, Goku is training for the 3 years, and Goku's already had a year of training with Super Saiyan beforehand at that. So that's made him far beyond Vegeta at this point. Vegeta begins to train hard and decides to use the gravity chamber after the fact, and pretty much try to keep up with Goku and achieve to become a Super Saiyan, which he ends up doing during those 3 years. Now, some people say Vegeta trained harder than Goku in those 3 years, and he became stronger than Goku because he trained harder than Goku, which this is proven. This is another thing that's proven in the next saga of the Cell Saga, where Goku explained this, that you can't torture your body in training, and anyone who works out in real life understands this, that you have to give your body time to rest. And Vegeta tortured himself in the time chamber, and when Goku and Gohan decides to leave early out of the room and spirit of time after they mastered the grade 4 for Super Saiyan, and decided he'll train the rest of the time for the 10 days outside, and they will rest a couple of days, which made them even more stronger from that time point. So this is another case that's proven that at the time this was beforehand, but we're looking at this in hindsight. So, but this has always been the case with why Goku had better training methods than Vegeta, because Vegeta was just always hammering in and over the top training, and pretty much pushing himself to the limit and breaking himself, and always wonder why he was always one step behind Goku. And yes, Vegeta has surpassed Goku several times, but think about it, majority of the time when Vegeta surpassed Goku, especially in the Namek Saga, is all due to the Zenkai boost. And then after he got time to train, and Goku was just waiting the whole time, while Vegeta had a full year training inside the room of Spirit of Time and unlocked the grade 2 and grade 3 Super Saiyan transformation. And this is the only time that Vegeta surpassed Goku at that point. Besides then, Goku goes in and doesn't even do a full year of training and surpasses Vegeta by a long shot. And on top of that, you know, Gohan surpasses Vegeta because of his guidance from Goku on training, and of course Gohan being a hybrid Saiyan and having that untapped power as well. So just looking at these things, you know, these are little things that people tend to miss out in the series and in the narrative, and just kind of like, you know, things that don't make sense a little bit because people thinking that Vegeta was stronger than Goku at this time. And even then, even after, you know, Vegeta loses to Android 18, everyone is still looking at Goku like he's the one with the answers and that everything's going to be okay with him, even after if you knowing that Vegeta is the strongest. So there's just certain things that don't make sense a little bit when it comes to, you know, people thinking that Vegeta was stronger than Goku at this point. And like I said, he definitely would have gave Goku, you know, if they was to fight, I would say it would have been a tough battle, of course, because of just Vegeta's, you know, skill in fighting as well. But overall, I still think Goku would have had more power than Vegeta. And like I said, the fight with Android 19 was just a showcase of the heart virus attacking Goku and Goku not being able to fight at full power and pretty much show how powerful he really was. Some people feel like, oh, Piccolo knew how strong Goku was because he trained with him for 3 years. And that's not the case either, because all this is still proven later on in the series after the fact with Piccolo fusing back with Kami, and he's not able to sense Goku or Gohan's true power inside. And Goku powers up 2 times before he fights Cell and during the fight with Cell. And if Piccolo is able to sense deep, like all of Goku's untapped power and understand how powerful he is, they would understand, just like, you know, if Cell was more powerful than Goku at this time. So Piccolo only knows so much, but if Goku's hiding his power, and of course, like I said, once again, Goku's not going to go all out against Gohan and Piccolo in his training because they're not on his level. Especially at the time, he had to build him up to a level to be strong enough to fight a Super Saiyan. So Piccolo would not know the depths of Goku power. He may know Goku's fighting style from training with Goku and have some idea of what Goku's power could be around, and also what he sees in Goku's fighting. But overall, Piccolo would not know exactly how powerful Goku is and stuff. Just like any other of the fighters, they all didn't know how powerful Cell was when Cell started to release his power against his fight against Gohan. So, like I said, that brings this video to a close. And tell us what you think in a comment. Do you think Vegeta was stronger than Goku, or do you think Goku was stronger than Vegeta at the beginning of the Android saga? Now, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, share the video, and like I said, we'll be back with more videos like this. Kind of losing my voice a little bit, so it's a little bit hard for this video. So everything will be back with, you know, more videos, back in good health, like I said. So, like I said, don't forget to follow us over on Twitter and TikTok, the Power Up 99. And like I said, the Instagram is coming soon. And like I said, hit the thumbs up. And I'm out.